Hello and welcome to the channel. This is Steel City Knives and I've got another video for you today. So I like doing these videos. These are sort of an overview. We're going to take a sample of knives from a particular brand, and then instead of talking about one particular knife and going through that, we're going to just talk about them as general. We'll check out their QC and what to expect when you get a knife from them. So a bit of a disclosure. My YouTube channel I'm not about selling knives. Don't ever buy anything on my say-so because I'm an idiot. I started this channel really just to be in the knife community, talk about knives and show a bit of my collection off. So that's pretty much what the channel is all about. So I'm not trying to sell you anything. Don't buy anything on my say-so. You'll regret it. All right? So I just want to come on here and talk about knives and ramble on as I usually do. So right, let's talk about Roper knives then. So this is how they come in a box like this. This is a very basic box. They all come in this box. There is a little cowboy in all of us, and I think that's what they're sort of their brand and what they're going for. You know, sort of appealing to the rancher and things like that. But pretty cool box, pretty basic. And then, right, I bought this one in 2020. Didn't really know about the brand. I think it was around 2020 to 2021 or something. Didn't know a great deal about the brand. And like I say, they don't sell them in the UK. But I did find this one in Moonraker Knives. But Moonraker Knives, I really rate. I think they're a brilliant seller. They do seem to have little hidden gems on their site, and you find some really cool knives that are really hard to find. If you look back on some of my videos, you'll find a Queen Trapper from when Smoky Knife Works bought Queen, and they had to maintain the rights to it, so they quickly made this Trapper. I think they got Bear & Son to make it. They only made very few. And then that was it. But they sold like crazy and you couldn't get hold of them, and obviously quite a big thing really. But Moonraker had a few, and that's what I mean. You'll find some really crazy stuff on Moonraker's site, and the guy's a legend. He does get hold of stuff. So this was just one off that he had. I think I chucked in the basket at the time because the knife laws were a bit different back then, and we didn't have to pay for delivery if you spent a certain amount. Now the knife laws have changed. I think you have to pay no matter what, really, just because, you know, the law's changing in the UK. But yeah, I love this little thing. People see these as sort of silly knives, a bit of a joke knife, but you'll be surprised how handy these come in when you chuck them in your fifth pocket. Just for little tasks. But yeah, so it's a sort of like a muskrat pattern, but it's not got two clip points. It's got one clip point and one pen blade, and they call this the Cochise. So Cochise means wood, I think. It's also it's a chief for the Apaches. He was a quite famous chief, and also it's an audio slave song as well. So but yeah, cool name for a knife. This is bone covers. Really well put together, really snappy, good spring retention. It's just they're sharing the same spring there. But yeah, really cool little neat knife, really, I think. So that was my first Roper knife, and I was impressed with it. This shield has fell out twice, actually. I glued it in once, and then it came out again. But it seems to be holding now, and it's the only knife I've ever had a shield drop out of. So, but that's just to give you a heads up. Right, so this was the other one. This was the one that sort of started it off for me. I kept seeing this on YouTube, and I really wanted this in the collection. So just a cool knife. So this is the one with brass liners. All the rest have just got steel liners like that, but this has got the brass liners. It comes in this and a red one. I think there's another one, but it seems that no one's ever seen it. But the red one looks beautiful. I had the chance of either, and I went more with this sort of. It's a brown. So I thought it was buffalo horn. I think it was advertised with buffalo horn, but I think it's bone. But yeah, and looking at that, it looks like bone. But the red one looks absolutely phenomenal. So I probably will pick that up if I see it again. I don't know what stock they've got at the moment, Lamnia. I don't know if they've got many of these in, but look at the shape on that. And look at that down That angle is brilliant. I just seen it and I thought, I've got to have one of these. So they etch all their tang stamps. Sorry, the information on the tang is etched instead of a tang stamp. I prefer tang stamp. Tang stamps are never going to go, are they? They're sort of imprinted in the metal, where your etching will probably rub off with time, especially as these are 1065 carbon steel blades, so they're going to get patina on. And if you're anything like me, I'll let it get on for a bit and then I get the metal polish out and we take it off. Some metal polishes are more abrasive than others, so eventually it probably will end up rubbing off. But I love this blade. Look at it. So it's like a bit of a clip point, or is it a drop point? But it just looks brilliant, and how it feels in hand, it's so ergonomic. This is a bit different to your normal Stockman, where instead of a sheep's foot, you've got a smaller version of that. Bit of a skinner blade there. Again, is it a clip point? Is it an upswept drop point? I don't know, but it's cool, whatever it is. But yeah, look how it's patinaed there. So this 1065, it's one of these carbon steel blades where I don't think I've never had one sort of rust. Some carbon steels you turn around and it starts to rust, but this patinas nicely and doesn't patina too fast as well either. So but yeah, nice. It's got a lovely spay blade. Look at that for a spay blade. Really stubby little, it's just a cool shape, isn't it? Really stocky little spay blade. Again, it's got this lovely downward, and you can really get up on these blades as well. But yeah, this was I love this thing, and this sort of started off me collecting them, really, I think. So most of them have got like names. I don't know what this series they've called this series. So this is called the Cochise. This is the Rattler, which I thought was a cool name. And I think these are called the Chaparral with this jig bone, the Chaparral series. But I don't think this one has got a name. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, really well put together. Hafting's brilliant. Fit and finish is spot on. Really good pull on them. Really good walk and talk. Really snappy. But yeah, this is what started it off, and I'm glad I've got this. Like I said, I like the red one really as well. I think I'll pick that one up next time I see it. So the prices on these are, like I said, they're a budget knife. So this was about £8. Let's have a look how much this was. £23.80. No, sorry, £19.77 for that. £19.77. Can't beat it. And probably the best comparison for this brand is probably Rough Rider. And I'd say this is the same as Rough Rider. It's up there. I've been really lucky with Rough Rider. I've never really had any issues with them, and all the fit and finish has been spot on. But yeah, this is definitely up there with Rough Rider for fit and finish. The worst one of the bunch, and should we go through that one now, is this Trapper. So I'll give you a quick size for this one. The sail belly is 3 3/4. And usually when I give my sizes now, I'll probably just give you sort of the handle length, and that tells you the size of the knife. This is the 3.5, I think. Yeah, 3.5. So this is like your small, the small Trapper. And I think this is 3.5 as well. Both in the Chaparral series, we've got a Trapper and a Stockman here, both 3.5 inches. But yeah, I like Trappers. I'll tell you why I like Trappers. You've got two blades. They're in two different channels. So you can have one is like your food prep, or one that, a blade that you're probably going to use for more, food, things like that. And then one for maybe the dirtier jobs, or your utility sort of, you're going out there doing some work with. But yeah, this is the worst of the bunch. So you've got a proud pin here. All the other transitions and the hafting's been done really well, but yeah, really sort of sharp pin on this one, and some gapping, quite considerable gapping as well. You can see daylight through them. I wasn't that impressed with the bone. I've seen a few videos and it looks beautiful, but yeah, when I got it in hand, weren't that impressed with the bone. Jigging's done well, just the bone in general, just I don't know, didn't really float my boat. But let's have a look at the blades. This has got half stops. And again, the half stop's fine on the Spey blade. It's a bit non-existent on the clip point, but in general, I really enjoy this brand. I think it's really good for the price. There's your tang etch, and it's got PRC for People's Republic of China, and then carbon, and then I don't know which number they use. Is it that one there, or is that one for the model? But you got both of them there anyway. Like I say, taking on a bit of a patina. But the grind lines, everything, just really enjoy. I do carry these quite a bit, to be fair, and I do enjoy them as a knife. This is the other one that I've got with the jig bone. This I do carry a bit, and the fit and finish on this is absolutely spot on. Look at that, and the hafting is done brilliantly. And look at this for a clip point. A right little tiny stabby little pokey one, but I don't know. Some people will either look at that and think, "Where is it?" There's nothing to it, but I just think this is such a brilliant blade shape. Just really cool. But yeah, so and really well put together. You know, I think on one of the case videos I was talking about rubbing, and you know, you shouldn't really get rubbing on a Stockman, and this ain't. You know, made in China, not a slight bit of rubbing on any of the blades, and just like I say, really cranked in there well. But yeah, really quietly impressed with these. But yeah, nice sheep's foot, and then this has got a cool spay blade actually. I think even Slippy and TK would agree with this. It looks more like a drop point, but yeah, really nice spay blade on this. But yeah, that's my Chaparral. I think it's the Chaparral. I know this one's definitely called the Chaparral. So, but yeah, really nice, well put together. Small Stockman there. Right, then we've got this. This was really surprised me because I've only got a few muskrats. And I'm not overly enamoured with the pattern, but this has really changed my mind on them. I've really enjoyed sort of carrying this, and this one's put together really well. It's got this micarta. It's not got any texture to it. It does feel a bit plasticky, but it looks plasticky. You know what I mean, guys. But yeah, it's got a real nice. It's hafted well anyway. It's put together well. You've got two-tone. You've got this black micarta and this brown micarta. Really nice fit and finish on this one. And this is 4.5 inches. Is it 4.5 inches? It says it's 4.5 inches. Let's have a quick, because that's no way. If that's 3 3/4, that's never 4.5, is it? It says 4.5, but I don't believe them. Let's have a look. You can't believe them, guys. What they tell you. Yeah, it's about 3 7/8. So it's not 4.5. But on this one, you know, a lot of what they put on those sites sometimes is wrong. But let's have a look at the blade. So on a traditional muskrat, you've got 2 clip points, and they're like a California Turkish smaller clip point. And this is what I'm going on about with the etch. So you obviously, being at a carbon steel blade, you're going to get this patina, and you do get it quite a lot around the tang stamp. And then obviously what I do, I let it patina a bit, and then I give it a good clean. But obviously certain metal polishes are more abrasive than others. So you can see with this one how the etch is starting to come off now. And that's what will happen. That's why I like tang stamps rather than etches. Etches are a bit cheap, really. But yeah, nice knife. Really enjoy this one. So that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed this bit of a just look over the ropers. Let me know in the comment section if you've got any, which one you prefer, which one you've been enjoying carrying. Like I say, I think this one's just a bit of a little neat knife. Wasn't overly impressed with the Trapper. Do carry that quite a bit. This one was the one for me. This was absolutely brilliant. I still love this, and yeah, this was a surprise. And I carry this one probably just as much as I carry the sow belly. So, and it's that blade is bang on 3 inches, I think, or just under. So actually, let's have a look. So it's just right for us. Yeah, look. So it's perfect size for us. Just a nice long, you know, as much as we can have here in the UK. So yeah, really enjoy that. And this has got a lovely pull to it. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. As always, I'll see you on the next one.